As you may know, we have finished our Dragon Age Origins playthrough, but we are not done yet. We still have a few other campaigns going on, and we're gonna begin with Leliana's song. But before I begin with that in this video, I will go over some of my opinions and thoughts that I had about my original playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. If you're not interested in this, you can skip to the timeline that shows up on your screen right now, which is when I'll play or start with Leliana's song, and you can watch from there on out. So starting out with when we began with Dragon Age Origins, first thing first is that we got the whole introduction and we got introduced to Duncan, which is still our narrator even during the ending of it. Once we finished the game, Duncan came back again and like narrated what happened, which the conspiracy theorist in me would like to believe that Duncan is still alive somehow, but maybe that's a bit too far-fetched. But yeah, starting off, we got the introduction of the Darkspawn, how they came to be, and then we immediately went to the character creation, and that's when we were introduced to like the different races, but also the different origin stories that you can go with. And we chose to be the noble dwarf, I believe. We came from the family Idukan, and I personally really enjoyed our origin story. It was really in depth. You immediately got to know a lot about the dwarves, how everything works, how they live, their culture, their society, all that. It was very interesting to hear and read up about. And when we first met Duncan, it was when we had to meet up with our father, I believe, before we went to the proving. I think that was the case. Or I believe it may have been after the proving. I'm not completely sure anymore. I'll have to go back and watch my own video on it. But after, either before or after, when we meet up with our father, King Endron, is when we first see Duncan, where he is in the throne room. I believe it was the throne room, together with King Endron and a few other dwarves from the assembly, I believe. And in the beginning, it didn't really look like it was gonna lead anywhere, because it was just like introducing you to the Grey Wardens and how the Grey Wardens work and what they are about. And only after the fact, once we were betrayed by Balin, is when we saw Duncan again, and that's when he recruited us for the Grey Wardens after we were exiled. And that's when we went to Astagar and how the whole story began, basically. So I'm curious how that goes down then in the other origins. Let's say if you are like a Dalish elf, how would you meet up with Duncan? Or when you are in the Circle of Magi, or a city elf, or a human noble, how would that all work exactly? I'm quite curious. A part of me wants to like just start every origin story just to see how you will meet up with him. But the other part of me is also very interested in the fact that because we are of dwarven noble origins, right? We knew exactly what was going on once we went to Orzammar, and once we dealt with like the whole business between Balin and Harrowmont, where you could choose if you either wanted to let Balin become king, or if you wanted to become Harrowmont to become king, and that whole ass like part of the game. How would that have gone down if you were playing from a different perspective, so to say? Would you know about Balin? Would you know or like hear stories about what would have been happening within Orzammar? Or is it just all kind of like blind knowledge? Because perhaps it would be the case if let's say if we started with the Circle of Magi origin, would have been the case that we already knew that the abominations were a thing within the circle there, or if we knew about Uldred already or Joan beforehand. Like all those little details coming together. I feel like it's quite interesting to see it from all the different perspectives within the different origins that you can take, and what your opinion would be throughout the game, if it would change or not. Because I feel like it would if you do a different origin story, and let's say you see a different perspective. Would you choose to like romance someone else? Would you choose to do certain things differently? And I feel like it also heavily indicates with like the ending. Because with our playthrough, we decided we romanced Alistair, right? And so in the end, we could decide to either basically break up with him and let him become king, or make him become king and make Honora become queen together with Alistair, so they would basically marry or only make Honora queen, basically, which is the one that I chose. I would also be curious to see how all the different romances would take place exactly, since especially with Morgan, given the ending where she decides to like save us basically and help us out, make the old godchild so we wouldn't die. Either we or Alistair wouldn't die in the end once we killed the archdemon. Would it have been different if you were? I don't think you can romance Morgan as female. So let's say if you were a male character, then in that case, it wouldn't have been necessary to make Alistair have a kid with her, right? So you would just do it together, and that's the end of it. Would she still not want to have contact with you in the end, or are you like, is it like a happily ever after where you meet up again and they just like leave together, like the warden and Morrigan? But yeah, there's a lot to think about, like how everything could be understood a different way given the origin or romance that you choose to do. So that's I think that's very nice and interesting to see, because given the fact, because like Dragon Age is made by BioWare, right? And the other games that BioWare made was Mass Effect. And Mass Effect is basically you're either good, bad, or in between, like neutral, right? But with Dragon Age Origins, it's very like, it's nothing like that. It's like you just choose your own journey and go from there. And you see and do what's best given with the given information that you are getting throughout your perspective and experience, which makes this game, in my opinion, over this entire playthrough, the more I've played it, the more I started to like Dragon Age more than Mass Effect. They're both good in their own ways, of course, but I really like how diverse and the amount of times you can change the story. Going over the characters, I love all the characters, honestly. There may be like some characters where I'm like, I like or either don't know a bit less than the others. Like let's say Severin. I don't know Severin that well, because that's also my fault, because I didn't really take him out on a whole lot of missions during my playthrough. So I barely understand or know him from that matter. But given from what I've seen, I really like him as a character. I think he's funny. He has a pretty dark past, pretty depressive, especially with like his mom being a Dalish elf and then dying after giving birth to him, and him having to live in a whorehouse for like most of his life, up until he was bought by the crows. And that was his life basically from there on out, just living with the crows and learning with the crows. But other than that, I don't think I know him deeper than that, so to say. Same with Ogren. I really like Ogren, but sometimes he was such a creep. Like with his remarks, I would just be there like, okay, yeah, let's not say that, you know? But I feel like he has a good heart, but he just needs to drop the creepy remarks. Other than that, I really like all of the other characters. I love Leliana, I love Morrigan, Shale, Sten. Sten is a weird one because he's so stoic and like very emotionless, but there is something about him where you just cannot hate him. Like he's funny, and especially when you are better friends with him. Like for let's say when he saved us, or like I chose him to save us from Fort Draken, and it was so ironic to see him save us, get him out of a jail when we got him out of a jail in the beginning of the game when we met him in Lovering. I love Win as well because Win gives off like grandma vibes to me, like or like a mother almost, where you can always go to her and look for advice and support, and she'll always have something to say to help you out to continue on your journey and just find your motivation within her. It is very sad though that she's living on borrowed time, and I want nothing bad to happen to her. I'm quite curious if we get to see Win within the other games or within the other DLCs for that matter, and see if we hear anything about her or see anything about her. That would be interesting, honestly. And then with Alistair, we decided to not make him king. So I think he continues to be a Grey Warden from now on, together with our Warden. So I'm curious if we'll hear or see about him from here on out as well. And like I've said many times within my playthrough, I didn't make him king because he didn't want it. The only thing I did wish though that happened a bit more within Origins is that I wish they let us talk more with him about him being king and have like a deeper conversation about him and about like what it will be like and how it will happen and what will happen if he does become king and what will happen if he doesn't. You know, just talk about the good things and like the bad things about becoming king or not. But that isn't really happening. It's kind of like, you want to become king? No. Okay. Then you don't. At some point at the end, though, it felt like if you kind of forced him to be king, he was also okay with it. Weirdly enough. Which really, like, kind of threw me at like a 180 because at some point I was like, wait, should I make him king at this point? Because at some, based on what he just said, it doesn't sound like it's such a bad idea, you know? And then with Morrigan and her mom, it's a very interesting story to hear. So they're basically all saying that Flemeth is the Flemeth from the stories of she is the Witch of the Wilds. So she is like centuries old basically, right? But the only thing that Morrigan doesn't know is about her daughters, the many daughters that Flemeth had, because Flemeth never talked about them. But then once we find the grimoire, it is basically indicated that she used all of her daughters in the past to make her immortal, so to say. And also, the whole thing with once we go and you kill Flemeth, right? Once you come back, Morrigan immediately says that Flemeth isn't dead. And it's like, okay, but then we could have just bargained with Flemeth, you know, to get her grimoire and give it to Morrigan, right? But then again, I feel like it would have betrayed Morrigan in a way, because we said we would do something, but then we didn't. And then another thing with Morrigan, it's like, after she found out about Flemeth's grimoire and everything about Flemeth's life, basically how she was using her daughters to become immortal, at some point Morrigan is kind of like against everything that Flemeth does. But then when you come to the ending, where you go to Redcliffe, where you prepare for like the final battle in Denerim. That night before, when you talk with Riordan, he tells you about like, oh, if you slay the archdemon, you will die. But then Morrigan is like, that won't happen if we do this and that. But she immediately says that it was Flemeth's plan all along, and that's why she sent Morrigan with us to make that happen. But then I'm like, well, you never liked your mom, and you didn't want to become like her, but why is it that you still want to go through with this plan to be able to make this old god kid? Is it something just so that is Morgan seeing it from a perspective where it would just be able to save us as the warden? Or is it from a perspective that Morgan herself wanted to do something with the kid? Or what's the conclusion out of that? Why is it that Morgan still did that? I still have like questions about that. Perhaps it may be answered within the DLCs or within the other games. Up until then, I would just be a bit confused about that matter. But I do think it's very interesting that that was a possibility. And then talking about Logain, I never thought that Logain was necessarily like a bad guy or like a terrible dude. I just think everything that he did was for the good of Ferelden, even though it was horrible. And none of his actions excuses that. But yeah, like every mission that we did, it was very fun. The whole Urzamar exploration with the deep roads, finding out that Caradon is still alive after all these years, finding out that Shale was basically the same age as Caradon, and that she had her own house as well. The Kadeshtai that we visited was her home. And the whole thing with like the Dalish elves about Saffrian and how he basically was also centuries old, but he was living almost like Win in a way, where like he and the Lady of the Forest were basically one lifespan. And if one of them died, the other would also die, so to say. And the whole thing with like Redcliffe and the cold at Haven, all of it, I can go in like an hour talking about how everything was amazing, but that's the only thing I can say. I really love how everything went down, how the story happened. The only like bad thing that I guess I have to say about it is just that I hoped a bit more to have more conversation with Alistair about him being king and all that, but maybe that's also part of the story where it could be where it was like intended for it to be that way because he didn't want to be king and so he just didn't want to talk about it. Perhaps that could have been an option as well where they just made it like that. It was also very interesting hearing about all the codexes and like the amount of information that we were given. It was so interesting to see how deep the lore is and how far it goes, and about all the different races, how they all have different religions. Like the dwarf have the stones, and then the elves have like their own ancient gods, and then the human beings have like the maker. Except for the city elves, they also believe in the maker. But I think they were forced to believe in the maker by the humans, I believe, if I remember correctly from the codexes. But yeah, I think I'll leave that off from there on out, and I will start my Leliana's DLC campaign from now on. So let's go here to Leliana's song. It doesn't give us any description about what it may be about. So let's just hit play and see what it will be.
Do you want to know a secret?
Yes. Yes, please.
This tale of foolish people long ago, I know what happened and what is true, but I don't know how it should end. Let me tell it one more time, and perhaps together We will see.
Ooh. Ooh. Sketch and tug. Oh no. And Leliana. Oh, she has a different hairstyle here. Ooh, she's getting stabbed? Oh, that's Marjolaine, right?
Very nice.
Yes, it is. Ooh, so is this a story about what happened between Marjolaine and
Months
Leliana?
of planning, favors. Everything is waiting for us. We are here to show Ferelden how Orlais commands the game. Several jobs and a personal score of my own, but the rest of the night is yours. Think you're up to it, pretty thing? You know I'm ready for anything. Of course you are. You're mine. I'll be watching. Don't let me down.
Love to watch her go. Returns me to the stone.
Focus.
Ooh, this will be fun.
A little fun with the wigs of Ferelden. They weren't expected. Not like in Orlais.
The clients want a little stealing? A few insults? And some good old revenge.
Eyes open. We've got our targets. Let's find them. The goods we're
Ooh, here we
after
go.
are stored here in the square.
The game. And we got a new codex. Okay, let's see about this first. So the game, complete your contracts in the market. You have brought the Elysian game of intrigue to Denerim after months of preparation. Several contracts have been set up for this night, including revenge, larceny, and simple chaos. Marjolaine is sure that you will meet and exceed her expectations. That is why you are her favorite. So you have to defeat Ben Perrin's guards. Humble Ben Perrin and his guards. An Elysian noble wishes a Ferelden counterpart punished for his disrespect at a reception. A series of forged invitations have drawn Ben Perrin to all Eamon's estate tonight. Eamon is away, but Perrin cannot leave without risking insult. Humble Ben Perrin by defeating his elite guards at the very least. We also have to kill the loose tongue, make an example for Jovi Maurice. The aristocracy does not tolerate frivolous accusation. The loose-tongued Jovi Maurice fled to Orlais after assaulting the reputation of a considerable number of nobility. A few sovereigns have ensured that his safe house will deny him. Teach the scoundrel Jovi Maurice a lesson so that his punishment serves as a warning to others. And then we also have stealing in the market. Take the fenced items from the merchants. The fenced bunny lamb has made a brisk business selling items you and Marjolaine liberate from Orlesian aristocracy. But you never guaranteed the buyers would be able to keep them. Steal back the free fence collections to have some fun with the Ferelden merchant. After all, what kind of morally bankrupt person buys stolen goods? And then we have Marjolaine's vendetta. Look for the guard captain. Among your contracts is something personal. The guard captain of Denerim apparently wronged Marjolaine somehow, and she wants revenge. She is taking care of it herself. It will be interesting to see what she cooks up. Pity the man, whatever comes. And let's see about the codex that we got. We got the journal and specializations. We know about that. Quest related. The Orlesian game of intrigue. I remember. Marjolaine had given me clippings from a Ferelden book, a social dissection of Orlais or some such. Orlais presents a veneer of opulence, but the aristocracy are committed to a system of social one-upmanship they call the game. Sprawling reception delight friend and foe, while bards strike from the shadow with insinuation, larceny, and assassination, often to the strange delight of their targets. Control of these auteur agents is yet another layer of the game. Auteur agent, I liked. The rest could not be more dry. Fereldans truly did not understand my world, and that, of course, was Marjolaine's intent. I had arranged my favorite associates and followed her to Denerim, not for the promise of money, but for the excitement of toying with fools. I was her creature. So I'm guessing this is all from Leliana's perspective, right? And what she was thinking at the time. Let's see, we have all of us to level up. So now we'll be able to play as a rogue, which will be interesting since before I only played as a warrior. Let's get the lockpick. Also get stealth for now. There we go. Can play that. What are you? You are a warrior. Don't need to have anything there, but we can do this. You're mainly weapon and shield. That's good. Let's get overpower and we can get these two. There we go. Let's play that. And then we have the mage, which is a spirit healer. Nice. Let's see. Can get this. And what spells do you have? Not a whole lot. We have Flame Blast, so instead of Winter's Grasp, we have that. Perhaps we can use that somehow. We can do Flaming Weapons, perhaps? Or, ooh, we have 4 to spend. We have quite a lot. Okay, let's get this then. And I think I really like the Petrify as well, where you can just petrify them and then shatter them with the Stone Fist. But it depends if we'll reach that far or not. We have healing, that's good. Yeah, let's just do it like that. And let's see if we'll get petrified later on. Here we go. So we are in Denerim again. Do we have to stay out of the shadows? Let's see, we can just get our stealth out, right?
Quietly then.
See what will
The
happen.
guards will be looking for any excuse to bring out the blades.
Yeah, so I'm guessing the moment they see us, they will attack. Is there anything here? There's a chantry's board. Is there anything that we need? Let's see.
The usual moaning about charity. This board needs something.
Let's leave. Something here.
I wonder.
There's a collective plate here with some money. We can
Really?
take that.
From the poor box?
If
Or
they
we're
make
stealing
a
from the
miss of
poor.
this, the Chantry have bigger problems. They won't see me coming.
Let's go back into stealth. Oh, the mage's collective bag is still there. That's funny. What about this well? Can we interact with it?
Dark and deep. How many coins down this thing are gone for good?
Let's leave again. Let's wait a bit for my stealth to go back up. There we go. It's good that it goes back up fast. It's not creepy hearing Marjolaine just laugh in the
Well,
distance.
I see a cache of sorts. So who's hiding what?
Let's see. We got a note from the collective.
The Mage Collective. Sketch, did you know?
It's nothing, usually.
Then no one will mind if we follow the clues and help ourselves.
Let's take a look at the codex. So I remember the note from the Mages Collective had said there were clues around the market that would point to a hidden cache. At the time, I didn't care that someone had earned that money, or that someone else had scrounged to collect it. Finding the clues would be an adventure, or a distraction. I even looked forward to the inevitable guard. By the signature, Severin was the poor fellow's name. We also have the control of the sustained ability and stealth. There we go. Do we have to interact with these guards here?
Friendly now. The guards have no reason to chase us yet.
Oh, fair enough. There's a crate here and something for the Mages Collective. We got a silk carpet. Nice. And
Another clue. Thank you, Collective.
ooh, so we just have to look around for the clues. Let's see, is there anything else here? There's something there. Which is that Renwold's relics. Oh, there's a bunch, so I'm guessing we can interact with multiple of them. There's another Mages Collective marker over here. We can go there real quickly then. Just get that out of the way. And then go back into the middle of the market. Let's see.
Another clue. Thank
What does it say? Take that cache hidden by the collective. Clues in the market have revealed the location of a cache belonging to the Mages
you,
Collective. Ooh, let's see. To guess, we have to go here. Let's see. I'm afraid if I interact with this that the guards will notice. Maybe I need to use this. Can I do that? No, I think it's only for people. Perhaps I would be good now. Let's see.
Imports of import. The man thinks he's clever.
Ooh, let's steal back the Ferelden jewelry.
Ugh. Dead people jewelry.
Let's leave. Let's go back into stealth. Okay. Oh. Never mind. The city guards will attack us. Okay, perhaps we can get behind him and we can do dirty fighting.
Busy fingers, first and sort it out later.
Let's do below the belt. There we go. And then you can perhaps do this.
Right, set the place on edge.
There we go. And can also do arcane bolt, I believe. There we go.
Yeah.
Can attack him. And can attack him. Perhaps you can do shield bash. And sketch. You're doing good. Perhaps you can target this one and do arcane bolt.
Yes.
I'm at your heels.
I can do below the belt again. And then there's this guard.
Put him down. As a warning.
Can do dirty fighting again. Nice.
Well, the guard will be after us now.
Ooh, we got an iron ring.
Good. Bring him on.
Yeah,
Get enough?
doesn't look like any of the others dropped anything. Let's see what's in here then.
Finery? This Sir Wally has clearly never been to Orlais.
Ooh. Okay, let's steal the fenced historical costumes then.
Let's put these to better use somewhere.
And then we can plant the Ferelden jewelry
We'll
here.
have some explaining to do now.
And we can leave
It's not
then.
as pretty as I remember. Maybe these things have a better use than just selling them again.
Ooh.
Swap the goods around.
Quietly, then.
They'll jump to blame each other.
Yeah.
So childish.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that. Just swapping this from there and
Sounds
this
like
from there.
Marjolaine found her mark, the poor bastard.
Let's see what's in here
Renwall's
then.
relics, as if he found them.
Okay, let's steal back the fence, the Finter antiquities. Antiquities. Yes, I know English very well. Can steal
There's our
that.
northern trinkets.
And then plant the historical
Let him
costumes.
explain why he's got these in store.
And then leave. And let's go back to this one. Please no guards, please no guards. Thank you very much.
Another look through the imports of import.
And plant this.
This bunch won't wait for an explanation of this.
And let's leave.
Poor Denerim will be in chaos when the market opens to claims of theft.
Aye. A soft target, this bunch.
Okay, and then we have something here. Oh, we also have these guards. Okay, I can target this one and do dirty fighting. And then you can target them and you can do overpower. And then Sketch can do that. There we go. And we can do Stone Fist here. And we can also do Arcane Bolt on this guy. Just target him from now on. You can do Shield Bash. Oh, is it down already? Oh, it is. Okay, you can do Shield Bash on this dude then. And then Leliana. You did below the belt. That's okay. Does this do anything? Oh, it's just an activated thing. Okay, we can do that. And then we did it. Nice. Nice. They didn't drop anything, right? No, doesn't look like it. Let's see about here then. We need to take care of these guards.
They won't see me coming.
Let's see how we can do
To
that.
disgrace. Always something else.
Fishy. Don't let them near me.
Don't let them near you, but I'm already near you. I can do dirty fighting. Tug, you can do shield bash. You're doing stone fist, that's good. You can do lightning on this one. I can also... No, our Leliana already did blow the bell, that's okay. And then I can do arcane bolt here. Perhaps I can do this like that.
I'm at your heels.
And then... I think we're all good. Perhaps I can activate the arcane shield. Just as an extra. And then there's Ben Perrin left.
A bit of fun. But does a beating seem too plain?
Nobles only really hurt when you hit their reputation.
It looks like he's just unconscious. So we got suspect under things. This undergarment has an unwholesome lace breeched coat piece that somehow both constricts and augments the height of vulgarity in all but the most intimate of company. And then we also have a note of the from the chantry.
We're supposed to strip him of dignity, not his things.
It'll be both if we find an amusing place to leave them. I'll do it.
Got a silver ring here. Oh, so we can put the undergarment somewhere. And we got a trade manifest. Let's see. Perhaps you could put it in one of the chests here? Maybe? No, it doesn't look like I can interact with them again. There is a crate over here though. And the collector of cash. We can go here then. Get that. Ooh. Ooh.
Not for long.
I see. Okay, we can target them and do dirty fighting. Tug, you can target the golem and perhaps do overpower. And then you as well. Sketch, you can do stone fist.
Target.
There we go. And we can also put it on fire. And do arcane bolt. Let's see. Catch. Can you do anything? Did lightning already? Okay. Oh, what about you? You can do shield bash.
Right here.
And I'm just chasing after this mage. Oh, I got stone fist. Perhaps let's do this.
Yes.
There we go. Let's do a group heal. How am I doing? Doing okay. Tug. Perhaps we can turn this on. Precise striking. There we go.
Got it.
Do I have any lyrium? I do. You can have that. Let's do that as well. We can take this. And do arcane bolt. And then there's this dude. We can do lightning. You can target it as well. And perhaps do overpower. There we go. There we go. Let's see. We got a Mative Collective Signet. I'm guessing we can give
Your
that
mage
to
was a little more possessive
Sketch.
than you let on Sketch.
It's just a group that I kind of understand.
Huh. Well, his trinket looks to be worth a nice amount. Unless we find another use for it.
Let's look at the codex that we got. Ah, it's just a golem. I think we read about this already. And then the inventory. Let's see. What was the cache about? We got a silver cord, progenitor, crosscut, and 5 gold. Nice. Let's see. Perhaps we got spirit resistant and spell resistant. Just a bunch of rings. We can give you that. I can get that because it has 5 dexterity. And perhaps Tug, you can get this. Why not? I don't have any armor or weapons for that matter. So I'm guessing we're good on that part. Let's see what's in here. We got a private document and the blank volumes. Okay, let's see what else do we have to do. We did that, but we just need to but perhaps you can do more to add to his shame and amuse Marjolaine. Yeah, I'm guessing we have to find some place where to put that stuff from him. We still have to do this, and then Marjolaine's lead. Is this the guard captain?
Marjolaine was hard on her poor captain. Wonder if I could add to that.
You get into our private business, you'd better make it count.
I'll
Let's
looks
see.
to the world that he's drunk on duty. A good start. I wonder how much shame he can bear.
Ooh, we can leave the undergarments here. We can do that.
A non-regulation addition, I'm sure.
Passed out on the job, holding suspect materials? Disgraceful.
It's a start.
A start, she says.
Let's see what's in this crate here. More private documents. And Maurice is here. Nice. Let's interact with him then.
Who?
Jovi Maris?
Oh, no, I was supposed to be safe.
Our employer wants you dead.
Sorry, you told stories about the wrong noble.
I ain't going back. I'm not.
Good with me.
Here we go. We can do dirty fighting. And then you can do shield bash. And you can do stone fist. It's gonna be a bit overkill. But that's okay.
That's the minimum for our contracts. But I bet
Ooh. You got a bastard 4 in Jovi Murray's corpse and a masterwork leather piece.
How do they get so heavy on such terrible food?
Nobody boils an innard like a Ferelden.
Let's see, we can level up. I think I'll mainly just put it in cunning because it's quite low. What else? It looks like we're mainly dual weapon based instead of archery, so we can put some stuff in dual striking. And then tug, what do you have? Can put some in constitution, it's quite low for you as a weapon and shield warrior. Can get that. And then sketch. Let's see, get that willpower up. And then perhaps we can put it in here, staff focus. There we go. Also, that updated, so we have to dump the body. I'm guessing we have to dump the body at the well, at the chantry, perhaps? Let's see if that is the case. Hopefully no guards will show up anytime soon. Or that we can at least stay away from. Okay, let's go into stealth. We'll most likely have to attack. Yeah. Okay, we can do this then. And then tug. Oh, I mean sketch.
Another pawn in the
You're
game.
using stone fist, that's good. Perhaps we can do that.
Try me.
And we can also do arcane bolt. There we go, target that one. Could do lightning. And I can also target that one. And then tug. You don't have a whole lot of stamina.
Lovely.
Can't do anything now.
Last.
There we go. Let's get away from them so they don't notice us.
Right.
Never mind, there's one here. I can do blow the belt. There we go. And there's another one here. No, two
Come
more.
and get it.
Let's get the archer.
At your heel.
And we got more there. Oh no. Perhaps I can do arcane bolt for now. And do dirty fighting here.
No mercy.
There we go. And I can do blow the belt. Actually, let's see about that dagger. Is one of them better than mine? Not necessarily. I know that the Orlesian Purse Cutter is lower on damage, but it does have dexterity, which is good for Leliana. So I'm guessing I'll just do it like that.
Lay off around it.
Actually, Tug, perhaps you can help out Sketch. There we go. Let's take some lyrium. Oh, that's not my plan. Can do this. There we go. How are you doing? Doing good, and you as well. And now you can target this one.
Right here.
Good to go.
Perhaps you can heal me
Yes.
up a bit. There we go.
I'm bleeding. Hear me.
Ah, never mind. I didn't have to do that. Let's see what they drop. Just an iron ring. Let's see. Do we have to dump the body here? Ah, there we go.
Still dark, still deep.
Yes, let's dump the body.
Scratch one loose, Dong.
Bet that's why Denerim water tastes wrong.
Let's see. So we have the Orlesian battle dress. You have found part of an Elysian masterwork leather armor. What is it doing in Ferelden is anyone's guess. It is not so much cut as unassembled. A tooling imprint suggests that there are 6 pieces in total. Do we have to find that around here then? Let's see. So far it's not giving us any indication that it may be around here. There's more of the city guards there. Let's go around them perhaps. Is there anything here? Ah, Wade is here. Can we get the battle armor from there? Perhaps we can find it later on within the game. Let's just signal that we're ready for Marjolaine.
In my time. Marjolaine? Marjolaine! Don't tease me today.
That's how we do it.
Ooh, pretty thing. Out of breath, hair in a state. You'd be a scandal on the streets of
Ooh, are they
Orlais.
together?
And you love it.
I mean, sounds like you love it too.
If I'm not mistaken, you want me this way.
You think you know a lot. Like how to get back at my poor captain. You'd have done worse if you knew him. We are done with distractions. Now I have something special in mind. Lem,
Aye, Marjolaine?
make sure she has everything she needs. There will be no rest for us tonight.
Ooh. What's the mission?
Don't keep me in the dark. Who's the mark of distinction you have in mind?
In good time, just know that we will have earned a special rest when all is done. Ready yourself and come back to me.
I will restock and get ready.
You won't have to wait long.
So I'm guessing we have to talk with Bonnie Lamb.
Always where the money is.
And your hand in the chantry box was an accident, I suppose?
You were watching me.
You keeping tabs on me, Lem?
That's a word for it. You want something?
That's straight.
Let's see what you found.
Ooh. We could use the bombs. Yeah, we just have to throw them right in combat. We can do that. There we go. Get those. Get the lesser health. Injury kits are always welcome. Anything else here? Ring of Resistance. It's willpower and constitution. Ropes of the Gifted. Oh, that is pretty good. Right, let's see. What does Sketch have? Nothing, actually.
Uh-huh.
That's straight.
Let's see what you found.
Okay, perhaps we can get this then. And then... maybe we can get this for Tug. Can get that as well. Actually, which one is better? Plus 10 spirit damage, electricity. Maybe a better shield for him? Let's see, a Tug. Just have 4.
Uh-huh.
And what does this have? 4, but it has also spell resistance. It's okay. I can get that though for him. There we go. And let's get this ready. You can wear that, and you can wear that. And then Hug. Can wear that. There we go. We don't have any helmet. Maybe you can give him that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yay. I think that's about it. Wait, what happened with my swords? Oh, mine disappeared. Why? There we go. Can get that. I'm guessing we have to go back to talk with her. Yeah, I'm guessing so. Got some codexes more from the merchant, but we know that already.
Are you ready now, Leliana? The night is moving on, and our target is formidable.
Let's go now.
I need only my skill, Marjolaine. I am always ready.
That, my pretty thing, is what I like to hear.
Ooh, what are we gonna do?
Sodding stone.
You can't come to Denerim without visiting the Earl's estate.
Ooh.
You're mad.
The Earl is away, and most of the King's patrol has been drawn to some sort of trouble in the market. Our employer just wants us to plant some embarrassing papers under the cover of a burglary. It will be assumed they were here all along, unless you think you're not up to my challenge.
What are the details?
Kept anything else to yourself? Like what the papers are? Or who hired us?
I think that they are payments, suggesting mistresses. And you know as well as I that we do not need to know the players.
We let nobles decide who to blame. We are just the enablers of the game.
That's it. Now we split to divide the gold, find a fun way in, and put the papers where they can be found but are not obvious. In the bedroom, nice and personal. Don't keep me waiting.
Tonight is not about shadows. We want some chaos to hide our true purpose.
Could we do that without leaving a trail right to us?
Always want a clear path to run, hey boy?
Let's see. So we're back at the Earl's estate again. There's a statue here though. Can we interact with it? We got the Earl's estate. Let's see. I remember, like many of Marjolaine's little surprises, I was more excited than afraid. The Earl's estate was the typical posturing of a fortress in peacetime. Its ramparts meant to appease nobility, not defend soldiers. It may have been fearsome long before, but at that moment, it was just another prize I longed to humble for Marjolaine. I would come to learn that in the Earl's absence, the estate had been left in far more troubling hands. Ooh. Let's see, what do we have to do exactly?
Ready, blades, they're on us!
Can take care of this guard, we can do dirty fighting. Let's hug. Why are you guys all the way back here? Oh, can't get further. Let's go, both of you. Over here, not you though. Get over here, there we go. Let's turn this on. I can do below the belt. There we go. I can attack the Mabari for now. And it would be nice if you could heal me up a bit. There we go. Start with this dude, the soldier. Perhaps Sketch, you can do this. There we go. And then we can arcane bolt it. There we go, and we got both of them. Let's see, we got the Mabari Warhound. I think we read up about this, right? Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture, and no dog is more prized than the Mabari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have been bred from the wolves who served Dane. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters and pair with them for life. To be the master of a Mabari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognized instantly as a person of worth. The Mabari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen, and the sight and sound of a wave of war dogs howling and snarling had been known to cause panic among even the most hardened infantry soldiers.
Did that one seem better trained to you?
We also have the Hard Line. I remember the soldiers called their group the Hard Line, and it was not unearned. They were freeholders sworn to one Harwin Relay, a noble who had distinguished himself during the Orlais-Ferelden conflict, but they ended the war in disgrace, and their patron was even denied the return of his title and land. I knew nothing of this at the time. I will come to regret it later.
Fancy your uniform, too. Soldiers on loan to the Arl?
More reason to dump them out of sight or something.
Let's see. We got the body. I'm guessing we have to put it somewhere along the way then. But where is the question? Ooh, got more soldiers here. There we go. Target them. Oh, I'm stunned. I can do dirty fighting on this dude though. And then sketch. Let's go here. Can attack them.
Here comes trouble!
Oh, no, it's not doing it. We can do Arcane Bolt. And Lightning. There we go. How am I doing here? Doing pretty good. Perhaps you can do Shield Bash.
From shadow to your heart.
You can do Group Heal.
Come and get.
There we go. And let's target this one. Can do Below the Belt.
Time for some fun.
There we go. Got more bodies to cover up. Let's see. Looks like that is the way to go.
There, we could dump the soldiers in the dirt.
Sure.
See you offering your a good place to stash something.
Oops.
If you like digging.
Let's stash the soldiers here.
That will keep them out of sight. Happy, Sketch?
Appeased.
Do we need to do that with all of the bodies, or are all of them already in there? I'm guessing they're already in there then. And we have to head this way, it looks like. Have to climb up to the window.
There's a way in. We can reach the window in that nook.
Tight fit for Tug.
Maybe your mother said as much.
Let's go here. Oh, we leveled up again.
Right. Let's find more soldiers and make a nice mess before we plant the papers.
Love it when you talk like that. You too, Sketch.
Let's see. Let's level us up. We can put some in cunning mostly. Ooh, we can choose between here. Oh, let's put them in the caution. Why not? Maybe it's necessary. Let's get deceive, device mastery, and then you Tug. Can get some more in constitution and some strength. There we go. Or actually, how much do I need for that? I think 12, right? Yeah, there we go. Can get that. And then can get perfect striking. There we go. And then for sketch, can do it like that. Perhaps you can do master herbalism. Can't do that yet. But I can get life ward. Nice. Okay. Let's see where we have to go. It's not up here, is it? Or it is? Is there anything here?
Do Fereldans condone torture? Or is this allowed because the Earl is away?
Doesn't seem much for whoever was left in charge.
So they were still torturing people even before all how
Gentlemen.
became a thing.
What? Shout!
Here we go. We can do dirty fighting. And we can do below
It's
the
done.
belt. Sketch, perhaps you can do this. I didn't really hit them. We can do arcane bolt.
Enough!
You asked for it!
Perhaps not really do anything. Never mind. What about you, Tug? You can do shield bash.
Yes. You demand it!
Nice. Is that all? I thought there were 3 at some point. Where did the other one go? Let's head through here then. And
Right.
here. Let's see, is there anything in here? There is a chest. The ruby, sapphire, topaz, masterwork, leather piece, and a bunch of
Help
money.
yourselves. It's supposed to be a burglary after all.
Oh, woman, please, Master Bond. I heard something outside. You know the penalty for speaking out of turn.
Ooh.
That boy will grow into something special.
Let's go in here.
Always something else.
Doors make every room a surprise.
Okay, we can target them. So you can target the surgeon and do shield bash. There we go. In the meantime, we can do that. There we go. Can do stone fist at the archers here.
Here comes trouble!
Can target this archer then, and then you're doing shield pummel. That's good.
Good to go!
There we go, and let's do this.
Take you!
You can heal up Tug a bit.
I'll learn you twice. I'm at your heels.
That's
There we go.
is it not?
Let's see. Private documents, some money, and a set of keys. Perhaps I should get this out like that. Oh, I didn't get the fire one. And I'm guessing we have to head for here. Let's get stealth. Ah, never mind. Ooh, Marjolaine.
Come, Commander. Let's see your little dragon.
Ooh.
What the?
Ooh, what was that about? Let's go back into stealth. Can go here. Is this the chantry?
Good son.
Oh no, this is just a small room. Oh no, the chantry room is in Fort Dragon. I thought they were the same for a second. You're doing overpower, that's good. Stonefish, good,
Yes.
good. I can do below the belt. There we go. And that's the last of them. Let's see what's in these foot lockers. We got an engraved silver bowl and some money. What about here? A dagger. 2 daggers actually, and more money. What's on the other side?
They won't see me coming.
More soldiers!
Elite mine.
Where? Ah, here. Okay, hold on. I can do this then. Sketch. Let's get you back here. There we go. You can target that one. And perhaps we can do it like that. Oh, I can do dirty fighting. To group heal.
From shadow to your heart.
There we go. And then there's only this one.
Let's make this last.
There we go. Let's see what they dropped. Northward, manuscript copy, and some money. The title is Antivan or maybe Navaran. Salable, but not uniquely noteworthy. What about here? Private documents. And it's a war journal
A war
here.
journal with no war.
A lot of bitterness still around. This
Oh, sorry. I remember, had my younger self cared, I'd have seen that early in the war journal the hardline were highly praised, but after their patron's lands was lost, they were censured by King Merrick directly for brutal treatment of prisoners. Their patron being Harwin Rayleigh, whose latest request to forcibly retrieve his territory had been denied, but those were distant problems and not mine to worry about. Got some more controls.
is pushing it, though.
Let's see. We only have to go through here.
In my time.
Let's see.
The master bedroom. We can plant the papers in the desk.
But before, I want to see the
Right.
personal journal. Okay, I remember the personal journal of the Commander Rayleigh was a horrible insight. He boasted of cruelty far beyond the public accounting. He pined for an excuse to attack Orlais to take back his lost land. It was easy to imagine how clinging to such hatred would poison a man, but I could not know how this stranger's private war would collide with my love for Marjolaine. Ooh. This commander sounds like a beast. He
Maybe
sounds horrible based on that. Got a trade manifest, private documents, more letter pieces, and
He's the
money.
target we're embarrassing.
Could be the guy that Marjolaine worked out with. Let's drop this here.
These are Orlesian seals.
Ooh.
Be quick, pretty thing. We are wearing out our welcome.
What were you doing with that man?
Marjolaine? Where were you? Who was that man?
What? Oh, some officer. No matter. I gave him a thrill to avoid a bigger fight.
Officer? Who... And what about this? Orlesian military seals on the papers.
We don't have time to discuss it, Leliana.
I don't like this.
Leliana. Later. Move.
Kinda ignoring us. And avoiding the questions. Ooh, we leveled up again. Can do some cunning. And dexterity. And then what's next? The rogue collapses at enemies' feet, making them lose interest and seek other targets until the rogue gives up. We can also do this, Deadly Strike. Sure. Let's see. Confront Marjolaine about the papers. Take your concerns about the planted papers to Marjolaine. If they were somehow Orlesian military, as the seal suggests, then bringing them to Ferelden and leaving them in the Alls estate is treason. That is very different from the rivalries of the game. Ooh, this is what basically the story
3,
about what have
6,
happened
Carry over the Ort. No.
when Marjolaine came after Leliana within the Dragon Age Origins playthrough.
Looking a little peaked, Missy.
This job doesn't worry you.
Nothing about us being here hits you as wrong.
Haven't thought about it. My purse follows Marjolaine. Good eye for money, that one.
But if we caught...
If you're caught, I never know what you're doing out there. That's how I like it.
Let's trade.
Just show me what you've scrounged up.
Got some health poultices. We can get that. Lesser injury, lyrium. Can get that. Soldier's Bane, which is a weapon coated thing. Backhand pouch is spell power. Let's see. We can get this for us, perhaps. And we can get that for Sketch. Oh, I can't even go to them. Let's get this. Oh, there we go. Get both of them. Are they still here? They are.
What's this?
We rob the Arl and he boils the same old gruel.
I'll sink a stone in it, make you feel at home.
Split wood.
Ditch rock.
Can we talk with them?
Well, Marjolaine's full of surprises, hmm?
I have to say something to her about the papers. Right?
Seems like you've decided.
Did you know about the mission?
Marjolaine left you in the dark too.
Always does.
Not always.
Maybe not you. I get where and when. It's usually enough. Valroyu was quiet anyway. Really quiet, actually.
She was focused on Denerim.
Marjolaine planned for months. Some jobs we turned down.
Made us hungry. Maybe a little stupid.
But not on purpose.
Right.
What would you do?
We have to do something before it's a problem, Tug. But what?
Well, I'd just take my money and run back to Orlais. I have a girl I'm ruining for her Chevalier husband.
We pulled many strings to arrange the market. Someone will know we were here.
Marjolaine has people in her pocket. She can deal with treason. Maybe.
Am I right to be worried?
I may be making too much of this.
Those papers were not the job we agreed to. They're a different kind of risk.
Then you should let her know you are concerned too.
Knowing and caring are different.
I'll go talk to Marjolaine.
I'm sure it's all just a mistake. We can fix it.
She won't like hearing that.
What about you, Sketch?
Your turn to cook?
Have to do something. The Arl's estate? Soldiers? Templars should give up mages and hunt whatever Marjolaine is.
A surprise for you too?
I was worried I was the only one left out of the plan.
You're the only one she tells anything.
Then why did you come?
An apostate elf needs to keep his friends close.
I can be hanged on a rumor. Accidental treason's a bit over the top, really.
How would you fix this?
I'm worried too, but we can fix it somehow.
We should just disappear. Don't wait around for it to go bad.
Not go back to Orlais.
I don't have much to go back to. Less if they start thinking I'm a threat to the nation.
You don't miss Orlais?
I can't bear the thought of never seeing my home again.
Wish I knew the feeling.
Some of us don't match the bard spy fetish. Like me, pretending I know the loot.
You murder music.
I'll go talk to her about the papers.
I have to say something to Marjolaine. Soon.
Better you than me.
Ooh, we've got Sketch's books. Let's see. I remember I met Sketch in Valrayo, but he had spent so much of his life hiding among immigrants and smugglers he lacked the connection, resentment, and even accent of the other city elves. His primary concerns were about persecution as a mage, not an elf. He was not the bardic type, but I suppose the game was more forgiving than the Templars. I remember his books, not unexpected for a mage, but most were mere distraction, the thinnest pulp of history. The only proper mage tome was a volume of philosophy and ethics regarding the manipulation of summoned creatures, which he owned because it was large. He was slowly covering every page with little preoccupied scribbles, as though the text wasn't even there. Interesting. And then we also have Tug's satchel. Let's see. I remember Tug. Tug was a dwarf with few words for strangers, and chose words for friends. He was a strange fit in Orlais, but he never offered a reason why he left his home. I had accepted his company and friendship, knowing he would share what he wanted in his own good time. He laughed when I first asked about the silk kerchief. We'd been in some noble's vault pocketing gems, and Tug would be rummaging the linens. They were his practical luxury because one can never be sure of toiletries while traveling. He once said far too loudly that he'd spoiled himself and lost his callus, but I suspect that may have been for sketch blanching reaction. It's interesting to hear some insight about these characters, about Sketch and Tug. So it sounds like we are all from Orlais, or at least some part of Orlais. I think we should go ahead and talk with Marjolaine
I'm
then.
afraid to be worried. It doesn't matter. You need to remember your place. You do not question me in front of the others, Leliana. Not in the field, not anywhere.
The game is one thing. We go back and forth between nobles, and the authorities turn a blind eye. It is amusement. But these papers... If the seals were Orlesian military, then bringing them to Ferelden is treason. Marjolaine, there is no blind eye for treason. They hang you in the street.
My poor pretty thing, lost in a strange place. Ah, this is about seeing me with that officer, isn't it?
It's about you risking everyone.
You surprised us with this. If I'd known, I would have talked you out of it.
You were never so reluctant back in Orlais. Perhaps I took you from those streets too soon?
Marjolaine?
Please, you forced my hand. We will undo this, just in case someone were to find out. It will not be simple. Remember that you asked for this.
Just fix it.
You know this is the right thing to do.
So you say. I will need a moment.
Ooh. Got some Marjolaine satchel as
In my
well. Let's read up about her. Marjolaine commanded fear, respect, and a high price. She was the Orlesian aristocracy's answer when the next step in a rivalry was to end it. And she was everything I wanted to be. She never spoke of herself, never gave hints of who she was away from the game, but she always seemed to know how to captivate us. She was a mentor, not a leader. She suggested and others grew wealthy in her shadow. At the time, I only casually noted that Marjolaine's satchel held just the bare essentials for travel. It was barren of anything even remotely sentimental. That's interesting. So I'm guessing we have to go here to Marjolaine. Let's see. Yeah.
You are ready? Because this will not be easy.
I know.
We'll go back when it is dark again. They won't expect a second break-in so soon.
We can say we were there to steal the papers in the first place, for Orlais.
I don't plan on having to tell anyone. Shall we go?
Oh, wait, not yet.
Just a moment or two more.
I think I wanted to see if he's got
Anything shiny
any
Always
helmets.
for you and Marjolaine.
Does he? No helmets at all. Okay, then we can go.
Now, Leliana, this is your initiative.
Let's
I will
go.
sleep easier when this is all done.
It will all work out. I promise.
You were right. The grounds were bare. Perhaps we stole everything worth guarding.
I'm not sure. Something feels up.
There. Let's get your precious papers and go.
A bell's going off?
Yeah. Here we go.
A little heavy-footed over the wall, maybe? I'll draw the ones I can. Go!
She's gone again.
She
Guess
just
we're
ran
going the
away?
other way.
Which way do we go? This way? Let's see. Oh no. Okay, let's do dirty fighting. Oh, everyone leveled up as well. I didn't even see that. Can do deadly strike. Deadly strike. Oh wait, why do I not even have my weapon? Let's get this. There we go. There we go. Can do deadly strike then. And then this dude. Let's do this. Dual striking. And can do below the belt. Oh, let's get this one actually.
Let's make this last.
Do dirty fighting. Oh, never mind. We
A little
cut them
distracted
all.
from looting at the moment.
Let's see, you got money in Blank Vallum. Anything on the other side? Just a
If we're going for
footlocker.
drink,
Got
let's make
money.
it quick.
Okay, let's level you guys up real quick as well. Get some strength, dexterity. Let's get this. There we go. Sketch. Get some magic and willpower. Get petrify. Nice. And let's head out here. Let's see. Is there anything?
Okay, then.
Ooh, there's nothing
What now?
here.
These poor things.
One
Just
nug's a
dead
big meal
nugs?
for a Mabari.
Don't know what they have, don't want to. Let's go.
Let's see the other side. Just a noble woman scared. Let's see what's in there. Emerald, sapphire, nice. Manuscript, copy, private documents, and a lot of money. Let's just head out. Go through here. More soldiers. There's a mage. Okay, hold on. Let's get this mage. Do dirty fighting. Tug. Get this one. Do shield bash. And you can take a lesser health. There we go. Ooh. I'm paralyzed. There we go. I can do deadly strike. And below the belt. There we go, we got the mage. Let's go here. Help out Tug.
Make this last.
Get this dude. And now this one.
Poor bastard. To the last.
Oh, didn't mean to turn that off. There we go. Let's see what they got. Got some armor, diamond, and money. There we go. Anything here? Doesn't look like it.
How did they know? Where are they all coming from?
Just
Good
keep going.
question.
We'll make it out yet.
They won't see me coming.
Ooh. Okay. Let's do this. And then we can do deadly strike here. You can do overpower, good, and stonefish,
Yes.
nice. We can perhaps petrify it. There we go. And we shattered that one. Nice. And perhaps you can do it like this. And we do dirty fighting. That's good. Let's do arcane bolt.
Another pawn in the game.
And this. Let's see. Let's get you a health poultice. There we go.
Yes.
Ready.
Do arcane bolt. And stone fist.
No.
Oh no, Tug is down, but we can revive him. I'm down now. Let's get some lyrium. There we go. Get that. And then can do lightning. Can do arcane bolt. Oh no. Okay, let's do this. And do stone fist. He resisted. Oh no. Okay, let's take the health poultice. There we go. Do lightning and arcane bolt. There we go. Let's get you this. And same with Leliana. But you need another one. Let's see. Let's put it here actually, so we can see it. There we go. Take another. And let's see what they had. Spell ward and malachite. Okay, perhaps we can give you that sketch. There we go. And also that. There's an armor stand here. Let's see what it has. Hardline code and master letter work. Letter piece. Darmisu and Darmisan.
Quietly then.
Stealth a bit. Okay. Perhaps I should go this way. And then can do this. And then Tug, you can target this one. And you can do overpower. And then Sketch can target this one and do petrify.
Yes.
There we go. I can target it and do dirty fighting.
Yes.
There we go. And now you can do stone fist.
Something fun.
There we go. We got that one. And then below the belt.
The only way to have it.
Nicely done. Is there anything in here? It's a crate.
It's done.
With venom, less than nature self and a warmth bomb. Nice. What about
Right.
here? The cook.
I'll do
Anything
it.
in here? There's some sacks. With mage bane. Let's get out of here then. Here we go.
There should be more guards out here.
We need to find Marjolaine. Come on!
Guessing we go through here.
There! Oh, she made it out. Why isn't she running?
Let's see what is going on.
Marjolaine, I fought the ones I could, but there must be more.
It's all right.
We can tell them about the papers. There must be an embassy, or he can petition.
Shh, my pretty thing. Shh.
This was a mistake.
I'm sorry I brought us back here, Marjolaine.
Don't be. You were perfect.
Did she stab us in the back? No, in the front.
Well, well, well.
Is that Rayleigh?
An Orlesian spy caught with her hands on hard-won Ferelden intelligence. You'll be worth a pretty sum.
Yeah, Harwin.
Once we've had our fun, of course.
Ooh. Betrayed and beaten. Oh no. Yikes.
It is worse than losing them to death, isn't it? When the one closest to you is untrue.
Who?
A friend. I can help. But you must find your resolve.
Who's that? Kinda sounds like Marjolaine. I'm listening carefully.
This better not be a trick. I can't take another.
You're scarred, inside and out. Marjolaine is adept at striking where you are most vulnerable. Believe me, I know.
Then I'm not even the first.
You have more than enough enemies, Gar. Why are you defeating yourself? Others need you even at your lowest. And that is a source of strength I cannot describe. I must go. You can do this.
Who are you?
How do you know about this? About me? Hello?
They left.
Oh! I don't want to do this. I shouldn't have to do this.
I leveled up again. Ooh. Which one should I get? I like the ranger one because it summons the animals. Can get that. Let's get some cunning and some dexterity. Get some coercion. Why not? Get this. We have the wolves. We got a slip knife and an iron key. Is that the key to the door, perhaps? I think so. I think I will leave this episode here for now. And then in the next we shall continue on. I'm very curious what is happening. So it looks like we got taken prisoner. And we have to do something here with a crank. It looks like we're in the dungeons. But are we in the dungeons of the All's estate? Like we were once we killed All How? I'm curious. Hopefully Sketch and Tug and everyone else that got involved, like Bunny Lamb, they're all okay, hopefully. But let's see. In the next episode, I'll see you guys then. Bye.